Come spend the week with me as a romance author working on her third book. This week has been a real mix of highs and lows. An entire 7 days passed between signing off one scene and finishing the next, and each of those days felt like another disappointment. Someone once told me that writing a book is a bit like filling up a swimming pool with just a cup. Each cup might look like it's not contributing anything, but eventually you end up with something you can swim in. And with that in mind, I just kept plugging away, knowing I'd get there eventually. The scene I've been stuck on is the one where the FMC finally gets the answers to the question that's been haunting her for the entire book. And even though I've known about this scene forever and worked through 101 ways that it could play out, I think it was that subconscious pressure to get it right that was hindering me. And before you say, your first draft isn't meant to be perfect, Philippa, trust me, I know. But I've been writing for 4 years now, and unfortunately, that advice has never once cured this problem. You'll be pleased to know that I did finally have a breakthrough thanks to the fact I didn't take a hammer to my keyboard when I wanted to, and what a rush it was. As I got to the climax of the scene, my hands were shaking, my limbs were tingling, and my heart was thumping so hard that for a moment I thought it was going to burst out of my chest. That's how big this scene is. Or maybe just how strong a coffee I had that day was. Hard to say. I managed to get another scene locked in the next day, but as the weekend rolled around, I found myself back in literary limbo. With just 6 scenes left to write, I'm at the point in my book where this should feel like a landslide, but I'm still struggling to push this rock up the hill. It's so easy to get frustrated with yourself and feel like you're miles behind where you should be, but I have to keep reminding myself that this is meant to be the fun part, and it's okay that I, an author, spend all of my time writing a book. Honestly, the way I think sometimes, it's like I expect myself to be popping out a new manuscript every month. Anyway, instead of ending this week on a bad note, I'm going to celebrate the things I did achieve and allow myself time to step away and refill my creative well so I can come back stronger next week. Here's hoping I can still make this book my bitch by the end of the month. Happy Sunday, friends!